Evening all. It's well, morning now actually. It's just gone 1 o'clock, so it's quite early. I brought you today to Dunwich, which is one of Suffolk's easternmost points. Beautiful stretch of coastline. There's a lot going on here. A lot of stories, a lot of legends, a lot of myths, a lot of folklore. Said to be one of Britain's most haunted parts of the coastline, which stands to reason when you think that what stood here once was a massive medieval city. 8 churches at one point. There was a temple of the Knights Templar, there was hospitals, a friary, biggest shipping port in the British Isles at one stage, and all of that is gone now. It was started in the 1200s, and throughout the medieval period heavy erosion destroyed most of the town, and the last piece is clinging on now by its fingernails. There's a pub, a church and 1 row of houses. By any standards it's now a very small village, but it used to be massive, and there's a lot going on out there. For centuries there's been a lot of human remains coming out of the cliff. Obviously we've got churches, we've got a graveyard. The last church to go over was in between 1905 and 1920 I think it was, and the cemetery around it went with it. So obviously there's quite a lot of human remains scattered on the beach and still in the cliff. There's 1 grave left up there, grave of Mr. Jacob Forster, who died in March 1796, I think it was, at the age of 38. His tombstone is still up there, and if I know anything about medieval churches where you've got a stone, you've got 10 other graves with no stones, so there could be human remains there now. We don't know, we might find some tonight. Not going to take them away or disturb them, just like to have a look and leave them well alone, basically. My grandfather used to come here a lot when he was a boy, and he'd come up on the train from Stowmarket, and his story was that the train moved so slowly you could get off the train and run alongside it, and he used to go and pick apples out of the hedge and pick flowers and get back on the train, which didn't always work. Sometimes they had to walk to the next station and get back on another train, but that was the plan. But he came here in the summer holidays, and he said he can remember as a boy him and his cronies picked up skulls all along the beach, and even used them to play football. There's so many of them. And one of his stories was there was a coffin on the beach, it's poking out the cliff, and as he told it, the end of the coffin had come off and there was a pair of booted feet protruding from the end of this coffin, and he remembered that quite vividly as a childhood memory. And another story was he took a skull home in his satchel, his mother found it and put him on the train and made him come put it back. So yeah, we'll have a look, see what happens. But anyway, tonight I'm using a new torch, which is a bigger, more powerful one. We've got 2 lights tonight, so we'll see what we can do. But this one is quite a beast, and if there's amber there, we stand a very good chance of finding it. Right, I'll finish my tea because that's the law, and we'll go and face what's ever out there. There's a lot of ghost stories, but as always, ghosts don't worry me at all. I find the living far more troublesome. There's a lot more grief in the living than there ever was in the dead, so we shan't worry much about them. Right, that's all we need. Jolly good. Let's go and have a look. As always, fishing line. Oh, that's nasty. Rather large plum weight, and there's actually a hook in there as well, so we'll go carefully with that one. But yeah, what's coming in there? There's a bone, but it's sawn ends, so that's an old ham bone basically. Nothing very sinister about that one, so if we can take that, it'll be a bit of carvable material there, I think. More fishing line, which is predictable here. It's a very popular spot for fishing, so I fully expected to find a lot of that. That was a sugar beet. There's a lobster. Face of one anyway. Well, that's fine. Definitely not human. If that's let's say that's a porpoise, given the shape of those. Very cetacean-like rather than pinniped, I'd say. So I would say that is porpoise porpoise spine. So I'll have to leave that one there because I don't actually carry a licence for that. Again, plumb weight attached to it. Can't see a hook in that one, so. Right. That's why we're here. Look at that. Oh yes. Right. That's what I've been looking for. There is inclusions in that. I'm not going to say they're bugs, but there's definitely something in that one. What a gorgeous little piece. So that's Baltic amber. And it's come here on a glacial drift. When the ice age came and the glaciers drifted this way, that was left in the gravel. So he's had a long journey. Wow. Beautiful. That is fantastic. Stoked with that. Let's just look under the UV light again. So you can see that gives off a good glow. I had no trouble spotting that one. I just hoped it was what I thought it was. Yes. Result. And there's the second bit. Best way to test it is to bite it. You'll soon feel if it's amber or anything else, but that is definitely another piece of amber. So that's 2 tonight. Lovely. Well, that's worth coming for. Yes. These fishermen really got to up their game. This is poor, you know. Oh, crusty crab there. It's amazing how much they show up. There's a fragment of bone. So that is almost definitely human. And the position it's in and the condition looks about right. Again, it's not something I really wish to keep. It's nice to meet it and inspect it and place them back where we found them. Sea will climb it and that'll be back to rest. So yeah. Right. That's what we call a mermaid's purse. It's a egg case from some type of shark, or a dogfish or a catfish maybe. That's where he hatched. And these tendrils would have been what attached it to the vegetation under the sea while it gestated. So, I don't know what that is, but there's a funny little green trail. It's on the plants there. It's very bright green. But not visible in the white light. I can only assume that's like a slug or something. This lichen goes a nice orange colour in the dark. Yeah. If you look up there, you can see how the city disappeared into the sea so quickly. It's nothing but sand. It's like a disco going on down here, right? Again, look, it's actually got a hook. Not nice. And someone's deliberately poked that into the grass there as well, so that's, you know, naughty. There's another shark egg. There's 3 of them now, so that's encouraging. That's a gorgeous piece of wood. I was thinking it was part of one of the old buildings, but looking at that, the way that's been machined out, this will be part of the sea defence and further up. Might even be off the old pier. Things I could make with you. Not sure what this is. Okay. Well, that glows away from the UV lights. Must be some sort of fishing tackle, I reckon. We'll take that. Somebody's been painting stones here, look. And according to the map, the last grave is about there. It's only a few yards back from the cliff now, so poor old Jacob will go in to see in the next few years. But he's hanging in there for now, so. Well, that certainly didn't disappoint. It's now 3:30, so it's been a long old night, but it bore fruit. Third time lucky, as they say. Apart from all the bloody fishing tackle. Look at that, what a mess. Poor little bag is absolutely filled to bursting, but it's slowly clearing a path, I suppose. Jesus Mary, look at that. I'm not sure how yet, but I am convinced there's some art to be made with this lot. That's why I'm not throwing it away yet. That's the real reason we came. Two lovely little nuggets of amber. I'm chuffed to bits for that. That's a real result. I'll get some close-up video of it before we close, but that is a game changer. The new light certainly made a difference. That really does flash them up on the shoreline. You'd actually have a job to miss it if it's there. That is all I wanted, so chalk that one up as a win. The real problem I face now, though, is try not to become obsessed with it. Which is what I tend to do. That's why I never started metal detecting, because I knew if I ever found anything I'd never come back. So I shall try not to turn it into a Mirror Rivera said style thing where you end up wasting away and forgetting to eat, drink and sleep. But for now I'm certainly enjoying it, and now it's starting to bear fruit. I intend to do a little bit more, but like I say, in moderation I'll end up forgetting to go to work or something. But for now that's a win, so put them somewhere safe. I'm going home, go to bed. So, right, thanks for coming, and see thee later.